Celebrating when you don't buy something. The backwards dopamine hack. You've got that one friend who gets excited about not spending money. They almost bought those shoes, didn't, and they're genuinely happy about it, like they won something. Their secret? They rewired their reward system. But here's what's happening. Your brain celebrates spending. New thing equals dopamine hit. You're addicted to the high of buying, then wondering why you're broke and still not satisfied. Smart people flip the script. They screenshot items they didn't buy. They track money not spent. They celebrate the win of walking away. Their brain starts craving the save more than the purchase. How weird is this? Extremely. Does it work? Unfortunately, yes. Your dopamine doesn't care where it comes from. Start reprogramming it. Keeping broke person money in your wallet. Some people carry a specific bill they refuse to break. A $100 bill, a $50 bill, whatever amount that once felt like a lot when they were struggling. Congratulations, they remember what broke feels like. Why would I carry money I can't spend? Here's what that bill does. It keeps them grounded. Every time they open their wallet, they see it. They remember. They don't take their current situation for granted. It's a physical reminder of where they came from and where they're not going back to. Digital wealth feels abstract. That untouchable bill, that's real. That's tangible proof they have built something, and they'll protect it like their life depends on it. How weird is this? Painfully. Does it work? More than any motivational quote ever will. Physical reminders hit different. The imaginary poverty month, like you've lost everything. You know that friend who occasionally lives like they're broke? On purpose? For a whole month? Even though they have money? Rice and beans, no eating out, no treats, nothing extra. Meanwhile, you think they're insane. They have money. Why live like this? The truth? They're stress testing their life. Can they survive on minimum? What's actually essential? What would they cut if they had to? They're building confidence that if everything collapsed tomorrow, they'd be fine. Result? Zero financial anxiety. They know exactly what survival costs. When you're terrified of losing your income, they've already practiced the worst case scenario and survived it voluntarily. How weird is this? Incredibly. Does it work? Your constant money anxiety versus their claim says yes. Naming your savings accounts after enemies. Some people name their savings account after people who doubted them. Prove Sarah wrong fund. Mike said I couldn't do it account. Dead serious. Their motivation? Pure spite. Healthy spite. Every deposit is a middle finger to everyone who underestimated them. Every milestone is proof. Every dollar saved is ammunition against the doubters. It's petty. It's immature. It's incredibly effective. While you're saving for vague future goals, they're funding a personal vendetta against mediocrity. Same discipline, different fuel, way more satisfying. How weird is this? Absurdly. Will you do it? Probably not, which is why you lack their fire. Calculating your freedom number daily. The obsessive math. You know someone who calculates the same number every single day? Total savings divided by monthly expenses. That's their freedom number. How many months they can survive without income. Sounds obsessive, right? But here's what they're doing. Tracking their actual security. Most people have no idea how they could last without a paycheck. 1 month? 2? They're guessing. Those people know. Down to the day. They watch that number grow like it's a video game score. 6 months of freedom? Not enough. 9 months? Getting there. 12 months? Now we're talking. That number becomes their identity, their security blanket, their proof they're not trapped. While you're ignoring the runway, they know exactly how close they are to never worrying about money again. How weird is this? Devastatingly. Does it change everything? Ask them why they sleep so well at night. Buying generic everything, even when you can afford better. There's that one person who's actually wealthy, but still buys store brand everything. Generic cereal, off-brand cleaning supplies, The cheapest toilet paper that's still acceptable. Not because they're cheap, because they refuse to let lifestyle inflation win. You make more money and immediately upgrade everything. Fancy brands, premium options. You deserve it. They make way more money and keep buying the same stuff that worked when they were broke. This applies to everything except what truly matters. They'll spend on quality tools for work, on expenses with family, but cereal? Cereal is cereal. Most people can't separate ego from actual value. How weird is this? Extremely. Does it build wealth? Ask anyone with money who still shops like they're broke. The ugly money jar. Cash you never want to touch. You know that person with a jar of the most disgusting, crumpled, gross looking bills? Money that looks like it survived a flood? They add to it constantly but refuse to spend it? Sounds dumb, but here's the psychology. Making money ugly makes it less spendable. Wrinkled, old, ugly cash in a mason jar? Your brain doesn't want to touch it, doesn't want to use it. So it accumulates. They're exploiting a psychological glitch, making savings physically unappealing to protect it from their own impulses. Result? That jar grows while your pretty money disappears. How weird is this? Spectacularly. Does it work? Every single person with an ugly money stash will tell you, yes. Treating every dollar like an employee, the micromanager method. Some people assign jobs to their money. Every single dollar. $1, rent. $2, rent. $487, emergency fund. $488, emergency fund. They know exactly what every unit of currency is doing. That level of control? Exhausting for normal people. Sounds obsessive? It is, but here's what it creates. Zero wasted money. Every dollar has a purpose. Every cent is a task. Nothing sits around doing nothing. When you realize money without a job is money that disappears, it hits different. You ask better questions. What is this dollar supposed to do? Usually, the answer creates wealth. How weird is this? Unbelievably. Will you do it? No. You'll keep letting your money be unemployed and wondering where it went. Paying for things twice. First mentally, then actually. There's someone you know who pays for everything before they buy it. They move money to a separate account mentally. Wait a week. If they still want it, they pay again with real money. Not once, every single time. For everything non-essential. While you're buying things once impulsively, they're creating a two-step verification system for their wallet. The first payment is the test. The second payment is the commitment. Most purchases fail step 1. End of the month? They bought half of what you did, spent a quarter of what you spent. Money still in their account while yours is in your closet, unworn. That friction saves thousands, but it's powerful when you embrace it, because next month, you're paying twice too. You see what survives. You stop wasting money on things that don't pass the 2 payment test. How weird is this? Aggressively. Does it work? Completely, which is why they have wealth and you have stuff. Shopping your own home first. The zero buy challenge. There's that one person who shops their own house before buying anything new. Need a pen? Check the junk drawer first. Want a book? Check your shelf. Craving variety in meals? Use what's already in the pantry. Not because they're poor, because they realize they already own everything they need. They're just bored of it. Result? They stop buying duplicates. They use what they have. They realize most purchases are just boredom dressed up as necessity. Same space, different mindset, way more money. While you're buying your 4th can opener because you can't find the first 3, they're using what they already paid for. Same needs. They just stop pretending shopping solves them. How weird is this? Incredibly. Will you try it? Probably not. Too boring compared to buying new stuff. Here's what nobody tells you about wealth. The habits that build it sound insane. If they made sense, everyone would be rich. The weirdness is the filter. Normal habits feel comfortable. Weird habits feel awkward. Nothing impresses anyone. But one day, you look around and your entire financial life is different. Not because you did something everyone understood, because you did something strange, consistently, when people thought you were crazy. That's the secret. Wealthy people don't care if their habits seem weird, they care if they work. If this made you realize you've been choosing normal over effective, good, now you know what builds wealth. Hit that like button like you're committing to one weird habit. Subscribe like you're choosing results over approval. Because wealth doesn't come from doing what everyone else does. It comes from being weird enough to do what actually works.